Aye.
Famous.
Wilbert Link and his wife of 58 years, Marion, are enjoying their golden years at the Trillium Village in Strathroy. They may look like any other senior couple, but their story is quite exceptional. At 102 years old, Wilbert is still living independently in his home with the help of Lynn-funded VON supportive housing.
Supportive housing is a program that would support individuals in their own home. It is a transition between living completely independently and long-term care where a person can receive up to 5.5 hours of service in their own home to provide a security check, med reminders, a meal prep, personal care, anything the client really needs to keep them where they want to live and for as long as they can.
Link grew up in Delaware and worked as a beekeeper until he was 87. He and his wife were close to going to a nursing home, but it was decided they'd be good candidates for a supportive housing program. Now personal support workers like Pam visit them throughout the day to help with daily tasks.
When we come in to see you, does that help you out in your everyday life?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, as long as they keep feeding me.
Oh, we'll feed you.
But I never expected this when I was young. Here I am 102, and when I was young I never thought I'd eat that. Nobody else has ever lived to be that long.
Where do you think you'd be living right now if you weren't living here with us?
Well, circumstances brought me here, and isn't that right, Marion?
You would be in a nursing home if it wasn't for me and for the VON. We would be in a nursing home.
Well, I don't know too much about nursing homes. I'm quite satisfied here.
Supportive housing provides seniors and disabled adults with a variety of supports geared to their individual needs. Services include meal preparation, medication reminders, housekeeping, security checks, personal care, and exercise support. The program helps clients maintain their independence by working around their schedule. For Wilbert, that means PSWs never drop by when he's watching a Blue Jays game.
There's your remote for your TV in case there's a ball game. Okay?
Well, what time does it come on?
The ball game comes on tonight at 8:10. So 10 minutes past 8 o'clock.
I think supportive housing gives you the option that you can have the care exactly when you need it. Like Wilbert, they can go in and visit around when it's a good time for him. So if he wants to watch that baseball game, we're not interfering with his life. If you want to sleep in and not have service until 10 and have breakfast then, you have that option. Or stay up and watch the late night show. You have that option when you're living here in your own home in supportive housing.
The program not only keeps seniors in their home longer, but it also has a large impact on other healthcare providers.
It keeps people out of nursing homes, it keeps people out of long-term cares, it keeps them where they truly want to be and gets that care in the home. And if you go to an emergency room, they know that they can discharge them because they are going to get the care that they need at home right away. There isn't a wait for it to be set up. You will have that service there for them. And reduces the hospital visits, reduces medical visits in general, and then just keeps them able to live longer.
You know, the research that shows that individuals who move into long-term care don't move into long-term care because they require a bath. They move into long-term care because they can't get their garbage to the curb, or because they can't run the vacuum, or they can't clean up their dishes after a meal. They can't read whether or not their food is rotting in the fridge. And so you will see a spike in long-term care admissions when somebody, around Christmas time, for example, when family members come home and will see that somebody is not doing well in their home, and they'll consider them as not thriving, and panic will set in, and suddenly they're on the wait list for a long-term care facility. Whereas if you're able to provide regular supports with those activities, then they can continue to live in their home for as long as possible. So if someone can come in once a week and take out the garbage, or come in every day and clean up after a meal, they can continue to stay at home, maintain their independence, maintain their personal schedules and personal lives, and really be much happier.
Most supportive housing programs are in residential facilities like the apartments at Trillium Village, but the next step is to help clients in their own homes so they don't have to move.
We are on the verge of opening up our Elsie Craig site to the community of Elsie Craig in a cluster care model. And what that means is that it doesn't matter whether or not you live in the building at Craigwell Gardens, but if you live within a certain radius of that building, we can provide the same level of support, supportive housing services, but in your own home. And one of the real benefits for that is if you're an individual who has a dementia or early stages of dementia, we're not relocating you from your home to another location, which will increase the amount of confusion that you might have. And so we're able to better support people in their own homes for as long as possible.
As for Wilbert, plans are already being made for his 103rd birthday, which he'll be celebrating in his own home.
We'll do this again next year, okay? Next year. Right after, we're gonna bring you a strawberry cake.
Oh.